Here we are going to illustrate a practical demonstration on single inheritance. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about what is inheritance and what is types of inheritance and what is code reusability and what are the inheritance is accepted in Java. We are going to discuss in the previous lecture. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss an example program of your inheritance. So in this example, we are going to demonstrate a single inheritance concept. Okay, we can start with the package. The first two packages is nothing but lang and IO package. See, this lang package is mainly used for string manipulations and thread. So these kind of methods, these kind of classes and methods are available in lang package. So in this example, we are going to read some string type of data. For that, we are going to use a lang package here. And second package is IO method. IO is nothing but it is an input and output interface. If you want to do any input output operations in Java, so for that purpose, we are using this Java package. And the next line, so as I said before, single inheritance is nothing but a class can be derived from single base class, which means that so if you want to accrue the data from base class to derived class, so for that time we are going to use a single inheritance concept. So my class name is book. I have three variables here. See, this is the base class. My base class name is book. In this base class, we have three variables here. We have book number, book name, and price. So the type of book number is integer, type of book name is string, and type of price is double. So in this inheritance concept, we are going to use constructor along with your single inheritance. Okay, we already know about what is constructor. So constructor is a special member function. It is automatically invoked when an object is created. So if you want to identify whether in your program is constructor is available or not, the first thing your class name and your method name should be same. Even though we have different types of constructor, we have default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. And this constructor is nothing but it is a parameterized constructor. Why? Because a constructor that takes argument is known as it's a parameterized constructor. So in this function, we have three parameters here: n, bn, and p. So n denotes book number, bn denotes book name, and p denotes price. Okay, and this display is nothing but it will display your book number and book name and price. So in this book class, we have only three variables: book number and book name and price. Since book is your parent class or subclass or your base class, you can able to call it as base or parent or subclasses. The next is if you want to perform a single inheritance, as I said before, single inheritance is nothing but a class can be derived from single base class. So if you want to perform inheritance in Java, we should use a keyword called extends keyword. So using this extends keyword, we can able to inherit the data from base class to derived class. So the syntax for creating inheritance is class, derived class name, extends base class name. So my derived class name is nothing but purchase and my base class name is book. Okay, in this purchase class, we have only two variables here. The first variable is quantity ordered and second variable is net cost. The same thing, in this derived class, we are going to create a parameterized constructor. So in this parameterized constructor, we have four arguments here. So we have n1, bn, bn1 and p1 and q. See, this n1 is denote your book number and bn1 is denoted as book name and p1 is denoted as price and q denoted as your quantity. See, this book number, book name, and price, these data are available in your base class name book. So, if you want to acquire your base class data derived class, you should call a keyword called super method. Using this super keyword, it will acquire your data from base class to derived class. So, I need to acquire three data here: book number and book name and price. The variable name for book number is n1 and book name is bn1 and price is p1. So I'm going to call with the help of super keyword n1 comma bn1 comma p1, and this quantity order it is available in your derived class purchase class data. So the variable for quantity order is nothing but q. That's it. Okay, and we are going to use a display method since it is a overriding concept. So overriding is nothing but so we have a same method name. If you want to communicate the data from one class to another class, the same method name, we should use a keyword called overriding. And this overriding, we have a separate lecture on the next session. You can see what is method overriding, what is the rules of method overriding. So far, we have know what is overriding is nothing but if you have a same class name, same method name, you want to communicate the data from one class to another class. For that time, you should use a overriding concept here. Okay, my variable is net cost quantity ordered into quantity order is nothing but the variable name of quantity order is comes from purchase class into This price is nothing but your base class variable. If you want to call the base class variable, you should use a keyword called super.price and super.display. Once you call the super.display, it will directly call your base class book method display. It will print your book number, book name and price. So after printing your book number and book name and price, it will print your quantity ordered at net cost. Okay. So far we have communicated with base class to derived class inheritance, acquiring the data. The next process is we should create a main function. If you want to execute the program, you should carefully denote that you should mention the class name. So even though we have a different types of different class name, the file name for executing your class name is you should make sure that you have main functions available, public static void main. So before the void main class, you should save the file name as inherit one. See, even though we have book and purchase, we have two classes here, and this inherit one, this class contain main function. So you should save the file as inherit1.java in your local machine or in your local folder. See, the entire data after creating a main function, your entire data is available in your purchase class. Okay. So if you want to create an object in Java, you should create with class name, object name equal to new class name. So even though we have parameters constructor, we have 4 arguments here. So we have book number is 10 and book name is Black Book of Java and price is nothing but 500 and quantity order is 34. So if you call this method pur.display, so it will directly call your purchase display method. So it will calculate your net cost and it will display the book number, book name and price and quantity order and net cost. So this is all about your single inheritance. The next process is you should execute the program. It's very simple. Just go to run, type cmd. This is your command prompt window. So in this command prompt, just move on to your root directory cd slash. The next line you should set the path. Set path is equivalent to, and you should take the Java path. Since my Java path is available in my computer, C colon, under C colon we have folder called program files. So program files, under program files we have folder called Java. Under Java the folder name is JDK 1.7. Even though the version is depends on your installation, so I am using 1.7, and under JDK 1.7 go to bin folder, copy the entire path and paste it in the command prompt window. Okay, the next command is you should load your file. Since I have my file in my F drive, my computer F drive, so I just change from C drive to F drive and I'm going to load my folder. So if you want to load the folder, you should type cd space and your file path. My file path is under F colon Udaya slash Java Java and inherit. Just press enter. Next compile the program Java C inherit 1.java. Next, you should execute the program Java inherit1. See, it will print your book number, book name, price, and quantity order and net cost. Okay. So the summarization of this lecture video is you should know the practical demonstration of single inheritance. Using the single inheritance, we have created two classes here, book and book class. It contains book ID and book name and price. And since book is your base class, if you want to create a derived class with the help of base class, I am going to create a derived class called purchase with the help of book class. So using this purchase class, we need to acquire the base class data. The base class data is book number, book name and price. We should call the data with the help of purchase class and we should call the data with the help of argument. After just call the argument, display the data and just go to command prompt, execute the command. That's it. This is all about your single inheritance concept. I hope this video is very much useful for your academic purpose. Thank you students. Go through the video.